There we go. Finally, it's working. Good morning, or good whatever time it is wherever you are. Here now, it is 8:30 on a Monday, and I hope your Monday is going all right. My Monday is going slow. We're going to try to make it a little bit better here. If I do this, is it going to kill the it's going to kill the live stream? Let's see here. Did that do it? Let's see. There we go. Awesome. All right. All right. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to get started early because today I'm not doing a formal trance. I realized that when I do the formal trance, I need people to get there early for the whole thing. But when I don't do the formal trance, and I just talk and tell stories and do the stuff under the hood, that I really don't need to wait for everybody because you can just pick up in the middle and do just as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing I want to do is just have everybody take a big deep breath in to sort of clear your head. Right? Ready? Hold it and let everything go. Good. And then we're just going to take all those things, all the thoughts, everywhere your brain has been up to this point. We're just going to take it all in and bring it all in here. So you can focus in now. Today is an interesting day because I've seen some interesting news lately. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, not only in the world, but also in the weather. Okay, so where I live, one day it was about 80, mid 80s in temperature, and then the next day it snowed 2 inches, and that's weird. That's weird, and I didn't really know what to make of that. Now, right now, where I live has tornado warnings. Okay, now I'm on the sort of the eastern coast. I'm not at the water, but I'm in the I'm on the East Coast, and we got tornado warnings, tornado warnings. What's that all about? Meanwhile, I know people in LA and Phoenix who are having a heat wave. And so there's this really interesting thing going on where you've got the too much cold in certain areas and too much hot in other areas. And that's not typical. That's not right. Normally it's going to be you've got the cold and the heat somewhat manage each other and they neutralize each other out, right? But right now we've got this really interesting situation where the heat's going off by itself and the cold's going off by itself. And we're getting some really weird things happening because of that. That's weird. Another thing that I found out today, and I'm at this point, I do not know if this is the psyop within a psyop, but apparently Tucker Carlson was communicating with the Iranian leaders, something, trying to do something, and CIA apparently caught him, and then Trump started inviting him to the White House and giving him information, but it was false information, and then he gave it to the Iranians, which is also very weird. And here's the thing, right? The longer I live, the more I realize that almost nothing is the narrative you think it is. And so I'm sitting here watching this and I'm thinking, okay, well, so either Tucker Carlson really does not want the Iran war and he really, really wants to stop it, and he's trying to do things about that. Okay, fair. Right. Another one is he really does not want Israel to win. And I believe that one. I do believe that one. And then there's another one that is he was doing something more, um, maybe not like illegal stuff, but the people that don't want him to, the people who want to take him down are doing, um, are setting up the situation to make it look like it's a lot worse than it is. Now, I don't know which of those are true or any of them, or, they all could be true, really. When you really think about it, couldn't they all be true? They all could be true. Because if you've learned anything from watching me all these times, is that I know the value of evaluating things through different frames. And the more I evaluate things, the more I realize you can't necessarily pin down something as definitive almost ever. And if you do pin it down as definitive, like research will come out later and show you that, well, that wasn't quite right. And so you have to be comfortable with some kind of ambiguity in all of this. You have to be comfortable with this idea that, okay, well, there's multiple things that are possible for happening here. And maybe they can't all be true at once, but several of them can be true at once. And so all of this stuff combines. You got the strange weather, you've got these political things going on, you've got multiple frames going on, and it's like, what? The hot and the cold, this frame, that frame. Um, I just want to be left alone. They'll never leave you alone. Um, what else? Israel is our greatest ally. Israel is our greatest enemy. Um, I don't know what else is going on. Just all these different things where you're like, there's too much going on. So I'm here to tell you today that things can change more and faster than you could possibly predict. And when they do, it can be a really good thing because you are moving forward in your ways of thinking. You have more options, you have more ways of understanding things to your advantage. And when you do that, you can really get a lot of good things going in your life, can't you? Because your understanding is better. All right. Now, with all this AI stuff coming in, I'm not sure how relevant our own thinking is going to be. I mean, people my age, I'm 50. People my age, well, I'm almost 50. People my age are going to, and older are going to just do what we do, maybe add a few things in. People, maybe the millennials will start to adopt it even more than that. Zoomers and alphas will probably just run their lives with AI. So I don't even know how far any or all of this is going to go. Because at some point it just goes, well, why do we care? Why are we fighting? I know my AI can just, I can build a safe nuclear reactor in my backyard. I don't, why am I fighting anybody? We're not there yet, obviously, but I've seen some wild things. This guy got his dog had cancer or something, and he somehow got ChatGPT to sequence the genome and went to a lab and got a custom treatment, and it seemed to help a lot. That's crazy stuff. And then a bunch of people are saying things like software is dead because AI can just write software. Yeah. So there's that. And it really, at some point, it's just like, okay, well, when do we just let go of it all and aim to live a life that's going to be the best, most fulfilling version of the life that I can live? And again, we're not there yet. We may be 20, 30 years off of this. I have no idea. Because even if the AI could do this overnight, it's still going to take decades for all the benefits to filter through society and change things. And like I said, all the politicians over about 50, and there's like politicians over 90 going on right now in the world. But all the older politicians are going to be they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. They're going to keep trying to fight all this stuff for another 40 years. But eventually, I don't think it's going to matter. Eventually, I don't think it's going to matter. What is going to matter is who owns the AI and who puts the filters on the AI. And that's why I really like Grok, because Grok is the one that is optimizing for accuracy and truth. And that's the only way to do it. If you do anything other than that, then AI is a tool of oppression. If you aim for truth, then AI becomes the best tool in the world. And if you've stayed with me so far, you probably noticed that I've talked about several different things that seem in a very disjointed way. But all that's deliberate because you know that I'm a hypnotist and I like to do things in ways that are going to make your brain work better in the inside, under the hood. And I think things are going to be rearranging themselves right now as I speak. And it might be a little bit of confusion there, but that's okay because on the other end of it, you're going to make some realizations and come to some understandings that are really going to help you. Yep. So, thank you for being here with me today. This was a different one. I'm trying some new things because, talking every day is hard. I mean, I have stuff to say, but just like, oh my gosh, you know, the level of mental work it takes to build these these videos in ways that the structure changes you on the inside. That's a challenge. But so I'm trying some new things. And if you enjoyed this or found this interesting or helpful, feel free to share this with people and wherever you share things. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 8:30.